Okay, so we know that traffic congestion affects productivity. It is a concern for all of us. So in view that now Pakatan Harapan, holds the federal government, and that means that the previous problems that we had about not being able to control transport routes, not being able to build a bridge because, that's why we went for undersea tunnel and the highways. These conditions no longer apply. So we would like the government to review the Penang Transport Master Plan because not just for environmental reasons, which are very important because, for example, growing awareness of air pollution and how it affects health and intelligence, but also for economic reasons because we're going to be spending 12 billion on one highway, PIL 1 and PIL 2, when it only takes 10 billion to get a comprehensive public transport master plan of 7 tram lines and 3 BRT, which for Penang Island and also Seberang Perai. And highways is the kind of solution that doesn't reach the bottom 40. It doesn't reach the people who don't have cars, that need to be considered and need to be included in a truly inclusive mobility plan. So these are the, we would like, can we have a review by the state?
Thank you. Usama, maybe you can sit down to listen to the reply. I think this issue is not new. You have raised it on various occasions. We have also replied you on numerous occasions. Just that the fact that you do not want to accept the fact that HELCRO is just a broad concept master plan. The caveat put up by HELCRO, it is done without detailed design consideration. The cost is just a broad brush cost estimate without technical design consideration. That is stated in the HELCRO report. The qualification of the cost estimate of this project. But Penang Forum just refused to accept and bang on the figure used by HELCRO. HELCRO in fact says 27 billion. That's why 27 billion is used, including the few mega highway. So it is 27 billion HELCRO project, not that 7 million that you talk about. Of course, the tram, we also explain why the tram is not selected. You can call a rail system whatever you want, but the issue is whether it is at grid. If it's at grid, is this a dedicated road? And I think Penang Forum like to use, or Penang Heritage Trust like to use a photograph that you think would consider advance your cost by putting fear into the people that you build such a mammoth structure in front of 2 rows of houses. At least the car can still move at the bottom if you build that. Of course, the structure is not as big as you want it to believe. But if you, assuming your structure is correct, occupying almost the width of the 2 roads in Penang, if you put it down at grid, that means the whole road will be taken over by the tram. So is this what you want to see in Penang? A tram replacing all the roads, along the alignment. That's why the elevated section is preferred, because it is built above. Most of the pillars are built in the medium of the road, and we can still keep the existing number of lanes. These are the considerations that we have considered. Not that we don't want a tram. Maybe a tram can be in the inner city, where all the whole traffic arrangement can have to be changed, and probably no vehicles allowed, and so on and so forth. But that would come in the second phase or future phase. But at the moment, we want to focus on LRT from Komta to Bayang Lepas, and the alignment is avoid existing built-out area, the built environment, using Lebuh Dr. Lim Chong Yu, and the medium where the train will run without having to look into acquisition costs. And mind you, the HealthCro estimate does not include land acquisition costs. And if you want to put a tram system on existing road and also want to keep existing road for other users, because we are just talking about 40-60 model share, we are not talking about 100% public transport share. The 60%, I think a lot of them are represented here, would still require roads for them to travel. So if you want to replace the existing lane taken away by the tram, you will have to acquire land on the left, acquire land on the right to maintain the existing driveway. And that would involve huge amount of acquisition costs. So HealthCro, read what is in there, do not take what favors you. But as you claim it is so objective, read all the statement. They have a qualification on why they come up with the estimate of the cost. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief Minister.